Like, it was absolutely shocking. I'm sure we've all been aware of this this feud between the PGA Tour and the Saudi Arabia-backed LIV Golf, which has been roiling for nearly 2 years now, from where some of the top guys from the PGA Tour left to go to LIV. They were banned from the PGA Tour. They were made to pay fines. They were excluded from the Ryder Cup. There were insults flying in the press. There was litigation launched. There were antitrust suits, and the Department of Justice in the US was looking into it all. And then all of a sudden, it all ended with a statement on the PGA Tour website at 3 o'clock Irish time yesterday saying, actually, lads, we've all just merged.
Insane. Like, it's come completely out of nowhere. I don't think anybody really saw it. Even the CEO of LIV Golf, I gather, Greg Norman, who has obviously been leading that whole charge by LIV, he didn't even know about it.
Yeah, it seemed to take everyone by surprise. Greg Norman was told minutes before Yasser Al-Rumayyan, who's the chair of the Saudi investment fund PIF and is now the new chair of this new merged entity. He told Greg Norman just before he went on air on CNBC to announce that this had happened. No one seems to have been aware. All of the top players seem to have been unaware. Other executives at LIV and at the PGA Tour were unaware. It seems to have been a deal done over, predictably, a couple of rounds of golf between Jay Monahan, who's the CEO of the PGA Tour, and Yasser Al-Rumayyan.
So this is something we've talked about before. Jack was glazing over there. You're like, yeah, OK, because this is upper echelon stuff. An awful lot of people are like, yeah, who cares? Because they'd be more interested in the fact that Saudi are buying Newcastle United or football, something that more people watch. But it is accusations of sports washing that is coming in relation to this, because Saudi, as oil depletes, their own oil reserves depletes, they are buying up more cultural institutions, Gavin, like global cultural institutions.
Yeah, the Saudis will say it's for their Vision 2030 fund and all, a nation-building project to diversify their economy away from oil. Its critics will say this is a way of softening their image in the West and sports washing their image. That's where that phrase comes from. But, you know, golf is not the most popular sport in the world.
No.
But, you know, the type of people it attracts gives you unbelievable political weight and great power. I mean, Donald Trump has hosted LIV events at his golf course. It's not completely beyond the realms of possibility that he'll be US president in a couple of years and be hosting these events at which Saudi government figures will have, you would imagine, pretty easy access to the US president. So that's one of the bonuses you get for buying into a sport. And just to develop the sports washing point, up to now we've seen nation states host major tournaments like Qatar and the World Cup. We've seen them buy sports teams and clubs like Newcastle United and Manchester City. This is a new level of it. This is them buying a whole sport.
From an Irish point of view, it's actually interesting. Padraig Harrington has come out swinging for the PGA and this actual merger, saying that it is good for golf. But Rory McIlroy, who has been such a poster boy for the PGA and been so against LIV Golf, like, it's egg in the face a little bit for him. He must be feeling really stabbed in the back.
I would say he feels betrayed and humiliated, yeah. We haven't heard him speak yet. He's due to speak later today at the Canadian Open, so we're all looking forward to that press conference. Of the losers in this, McIlroy is probably at the top of the list because he was wheeled out by Jay Monahan and the PGA Tour to provide important PR against LIV Golf.
And turned down, they reckon, 400 million.
Yeah, something, absolutely crazy.
Now, he's still a very rich man, right?
Yeah, but I mean, he could have been a hell of a lot richer. And the prize for staying loyal to the PGA Tour and turning down that money was the chance to play at these events. Yeah. But now, after this merger, the LIV guys who went off and took $100, $200 million signing on bonuses, they're all coming back.